Hi, I'm Baus and welcome to the channel. For millennia, humans have sought to alter their consciousness through ritual, medicine, and recreation. This drive has led to both healing and harm, from spiritual insight to addiction and tragedy. Understanding psychoactive substances means understanding a core part of the human condition, why we seek them, and the risks involved. Today, we'll break down the most common drugs, what they are, how they affect us, and the real risks behind each one. This is an educational guide, not encouragement. Let's get started. Let's start with cannabis, one of the world's most widely used and debated substances. THC, its main psychoactive compound, produces euphoria, relaxation, and altered perception, but can also impair memory, coordination, and trigger anxiety or paranoia. While cannabis has medical uses, heavy or early use increases risks of mental health issues and addiction. Alcohol is a central nervous system depressant, deeply woven into social life. It lowers inhibitions and creates relaxation, but impairs judgment and coordination, and chronic use leads to liver disease, cancer, and addiction. Despite its ubiquity, alcohol's potential for harm is profound. Nicotine, found in tobacco, is highly addictive and rapidly reinforces use. The real danger comes from smoking or vaping, which delivers toxins causing cancer, heart disease, and lung damage. Newer products like vapes may reduce some risks, but still drive addiction, especially in youth. Heroin, a semi-synthetic opioid, is infamous for its addictive power and devastating consequences. It creates intense euphoria but carries a high risk of overdose, especially when mixed with other depressants or cut with fentanyl. Chronic use leads to severe health decline and a life consumed by addiction. The unpredictability of street heroin makes it especially lethal. Methamphetamine is a potent stimulant, producing intense euphoria and energy. It's highly addictive, with short-term risks like heart problems and psychosis, and long-term use destroys both physical and mental health. Chronic use leads to severe dental issues, weight loss, and inability to feel pleasure. The addiction is all-consuming and destructive. PCP is a dissociative drug, once used as an anesthetic, now notorious for unpredictable and dangerous effects. It can cause psychosis, hallucinations, and violent behavior, with high doses leading to seizures or death. Its unpredictability makes it one of the most dangerous illicit substances. Anabolic steroids are synthetic testosterone variants, misused for muscle growth and performance. Risks include infertility, heart attacks, liver damage, and severe mood swings. The pursuit of physical ideals can come at a steep, sometimes irreversible cost. Nitrous oxide, or laughing gas, is used medically for pain relief, but misused for its brief euphoria. Recreational use can cause oxygen deprivation, nerve damage, and even death. Chronic misuse leads to serious neurological harm. Magic mushrooms contain Psilocybin, producing psychedelic experiences and altered perception. Risks are mainly psychological: bad trips, anxiety, or triggering mental health issues in vulnerable individuals. Physically, psilocybin is low risk and not considered addictive. LSD is a powerful hallucinogen, famous for its intense sensory and perceptual changes. Trips last 8 to 12 hours and can be deeply transformative or terrifying. Risks are psychological: bad trips, accidents, and rare persistent perception disorders. LSD isn't addictive, but demands caution due to its potency. MDMA, or Ecstasy, is a stimulant and mild hallucinogen, popular for its feelings of empathy and energy. It can dangerously raise body temperature and deplete serotonin, leading to depression after use. Long-term use may damage mood and memory. Lean is a mix of codeine, cough syrup, and soda, glamorized in music but highly addictive and dangerous. It depresses breathing, risking fatal overdose, especially when mixed with other depressants. Chronic use leads to opioid addiction and severe health issues. DMT is a powerful, short-acting psychedelic found in plants and used in ayahuasca. It produces intense, often overwhelming experiences, with primary risks being psychological distress. DMT isn't addictive and has no known lethal dose. Cocaine is a stimulant that produces intense, short-lived euphoria and energy. It's highly addictive, strains the heart, and can cause heart attacks or strokes even in healthy users. The crash after use drives repeated, compulsive use. Ketamine is a dissociative anesthetic used medically and recreationally for its dreamlike effects. Recreational misuse can cause accidents, psychological trauma, and severe bladder damage. Medically, it's being explored for depression, but misuse is risky. MDA and MDE are MDMA relatives, with MDA being more hallucinogenic and neurotoxic. Both carry risks of overheating, serotonin damage, and unpredictable effects. Users often don't know which compound they're taking, increasing danger. Salvia divinorum is a potent, short-acting hallucinogen with bizarre, often frightening effects. It's not addictive, but can cause complete loss of reality and dangerous behavior. The main risk is accidental injury during intoxication. Kratom is a Southeast Asian plant with stimulant effects at low doses and opioid-like effects at higher ones. It's used for pain and opioid withdrawal, but can be addictive and cause withdrawal, liver toxicity, or seizures. Its safety and legality remain controversial. GHB is a depressant used recreationally for euphoria and sociability, but has a narrow margin between a high and a life-threatening overdose. It's infamous as a date rape drug due to its effects on memory and consciousness. Mixing with other depressants greatly increases overdose risk. DXM is a cough suppressant that, in high doses, acts as a dissociative hallucinogen. Abuse can cause overdose, seizures, and liver failure, especially when combined with other ingredients in cough syrups. High doses are dangerous and unpredictable. NBOMe compounds are potent synthetic psychedelics often missold as LSD. They're far more toxic, with a real risk of fatal overdose and severe physical side effects. Their unpredictability and toxicity make them especially dangerous. Spice or K2 are synthetic cannabinoids, designed to mimic THC, but often much more potent and unpredictable. Effects range from psychosis to seizures and organ failure, with mass overdoses reported. Constantly changing formulas make them among the most dangerous street drugs. Krokodil is a homemade opioid notorious for causing severe tissue damage and rapid health decline. Toxic impurities and poor injection practices lead to gangrene and a drastically shortened life expectancy. It's a desperate, devastating endpoint of opioid addiction. Bath salts are synthetic cathinones, stimulants with unpredictable, often violent psychological effects. They can cause paranoia, hallucinations, and dangerous behavior, along with severe physical harm. Their ever-changing composition makes them highly risky. Ayahuasca is a traditional Amazonian brew combining DMT and MAO inhibitors for a long, intense psychedelic experience. It's used for spiritual and therapeutic purposes, but can cause dangerous interactions and intense physical purging. Medical supervision is essential due to potential risks. LSA is a natural psychedelic found in certain seeds related to LSD, but milder and more sedating. Physical side effects like nausea and cramping are common, and dosing is unpredictable. The experience is less sought after due to discomfort. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, 50–100 times stronger than morphine, used medically for severe pain. Illicit fentanyl is driving the opioid crisis, with tiny amounts causing fatal overdoses, often unknowingly mixed into other drugs. It's the deadliest drug in the US today. Datura is a plant containing potent deliriants that cause true delirium and dangerous hallucinations. Overdose is common and often fatal, with users unable to distinguish reality from hallucination. Its toxicity makes it extremely hazardous. Poppers are inhaled chemicals that cause a brief, intense head rush and muscle relaxation. Risks include sudden drops in blood pressure, fainting, and dangerous interactions with heart medications. Swallowing the liquid is life-threatening. Xanax is a benzodiazepine prescribed for anxiety, but widely abused for its sedative effects. It's highly addictive, with severe withdrawal risks and deadly when mixed with other depressants. Medical supervision is crucial for safe use and withdrawal. Khat is a stimulant plant chewed socially in East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. It produces mild euphoria and alertness, but chronic use can cause dental, heart, and mental health problems. Dependence and legal issues arise outside traditional cultures. Opioids, from the opium poppy, include morphine, heroin, and synthetic drugs like fentanyl. They're powerful painkillers, but carry high risks of addiction, overdose, and respiratory depression. The opioid crisis highlights their dual nature as medicine and poison. Amphetamines include both illicit drugs and prescription stimulants for ADHD. Used as prescribed, they help focus, but abuse leads to addiction, heart problems, and psychosis. The line between therapeutic use and abuse is critical. Methadone is a long-acting opioid used in treatment for opioid addiction. It reduces cravings and withdrawal without the euphoric high, helping people stabilize and recover. It must be medically managed, but is a proven life-saving treatment. We've explored a vast landscape of substances, each with unique risks and impacts. Behind every statistic is a human story, and stigma only deepens suffering. Substance use disorder is a medical condition, not a moral failing. Compassion and evidence-based treatment are essential for recovery. If you or someone you know is struggling, seek professional help. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share your questions.